Hello and welcome back to Universal Orlando Resort. After a quick pass holder event night, after Epic Universe today, I have finally jumped back over to say farewell to Rip Ride Rockit. Here is one final shot of operation from this angle. I'll probably get some more shots of it from this angle over here, but after tonight, no more Rip Ride Rockit fun. So unfortunately, since I was at Epic Universe today, I was unable to obtain a final ride. I believe they're giving away wristbands. I don't think it's tickets, I think it's wristbands. And from what I hear, or from what I saw online, was they got rid of all the wristbands early this morning, like around 10 a.m. So I was too busy having an epic time at an epic theme park. This will also be the first time for Halloween Horror Nights in what, I believe 16 years, where we won't have Rip Ride Rockit as an available attraction during the night. And as much as I want to walk around and get some Halloween Horror Nights footage of the scare zones especially, tonight is only focused on Rip Ride Rockit. And we have a lot of crowds leaving right now. I just want to say, whoa, turn around, you're witnessing history right now, especially for Universal. I mean, this has been kind of a staple icon in the park and on a lot of sightline merchandise. You know how they'll have shirts with the sight lines of each park. So hold on to those items because they're about to come rare. VillainCon is only a 5-minute wait, but I have a feeling Rip Ride Rockit's going to be longer. And there she is, still supporting no banner. There usually is a banner right here. I shouldn't say usually, they always take it down as soon as they put it up. But look at this. We have crowds right here waiting to say one final goodbye to Rip Ride Rockit. And they are currently giving guests little Rip Ride Rockit guitar picks after getting off the attraction. So let's go get ours. Before we head in, let's watch these fans go down the hill. And in traditional fashion, we have a brief delay as they are at the top of the lift hill and are not moving. I bet all the blood is rushing back into their head right now. We'll get for a thrilling downward, what would you call it? A blackout? A G-force blackout? Blood force blackout? Either way, they're gonna black out. Now the attraction is listed at a 160-minute wait, but I'm curious to see if it actually is. Now they have prepared for the large crowds and have extended the main entrance out into the courtyard. You still have to go through metal detection as well as drop off all your items in a locker. So let's back up and check it out one more time. It's 7 o'clock now and the park closes at 9. So I'm not gonna get in line just yet because I wanna let the sun go down a little bit, let the crowds come out just a little bit more. I want to see everyone having a great time here tonight. So I was actually just informed from a friend, and I'll post his socials below because he also posts some great content online. But he just told me that the opening day crew for Rip Ride Rockit, however many years ago, 16, 15, 16, 17, is actually here tonight, and they are going to close out the ride, but also make a special announcement here shortly for all of them to come back on and ride it together one last time. So that's very nice. And, you know, they're part of history, they deserve it. Might not be the best Universal history, but history regardless. Looks like we got some bad clouds rolling in, so I'm gonna go ahead and get in line to try and ride it. Don't wanna get caught in a weather delay before it closes. And here's one last look at the entrance before I get on.
1 hour later.
Well, everyone, I got in line at 7. It's 8:30 now, and typical Florida fashion, the weather had other plans, so I've got to bail out. I hate to not ride it on its last day, but I'm glad I got to ride it earlier in the week. I really wanted to purchase that music video so I could post it online, but I gotta head on out of here, so this is a sad day. People are still getting in line now, but I just checked the radar and it's not looking good. That was all false hope. It's all coming in over here. There's lightning. I'm getting rained on right now. And they did make an announcement that said, even if it was raining, they will not be able to operate the attraction. And I don't know if you saw that right there, but there was even more lightning. So I'm gonna call it here today for Rip Ride Rockit. In typical Rip Ride Rockit fashion, it will be down for its last night. I do, however, have a picture of myself on this ride, so I'll post that one and share it. That's like a little memento of Hollywood Rip Ride Rockit. I can share my thoughts on that too. Make this video just a little bit longer. Here's my beef with Hollywood Rip Ride Rockit. I slightly remember coming here when it was still new, my first time riding it. And even then I remember it being a headache. And if you don't know the history, I highly suggest you look it up on YouTube, because this thing right here was a thorn in Universal's side. And oh, even more lightning right there. But yeah, deep dive the history on this and see how much of a pain it was to be built and everything. It's crazy. But I can even remember it jolting my head. I would ride it, but I would also choose not to ride it. I would only ride it if anybody else wanted to ride it. So it's sad to see it go, but it needs to be gone. Great idea, poor execution. I kind of wish Universal had another ride like this where you could create a movie or music video for it. Think about if they had a Universal-based roller coaster where you could make a music video to the scores of the famous Universal movies, and it would change the filter depending on which song you chose. But sadly, that's not what it is. It lost all its music, a year or two ago? So it has the leftover soundtracks, has the secret hidden menu, but again, great idea, poor execution. They're actually currently making another announcement right now about inclement weather. We're going to check this kiosk one last time to see if there's any remaining Rip Ride Rockit merch. Well, the kiosk was closing, so I asked the team members and they said that there was no more Rip Ride Rockit merch at that stand, and they don't know if there's any more in the park. So there you have it. The last night is full of weather delays, no more merch. Sounds like a proper send-off for Hollywood Rip Ride Rockit. Well, with that, we close out Universal and Rip Ride Rockit. We may have lost a coaster today, but that globe didn't stop spinning. We look forward to the future of it. It's 8:42. I got back to my car and they opened it back up. So I am speed walking, no running and city walk in the parks, but I am speed walking back to Rip Ride Rockit. No microphone, nothing. So we get my crappy iPhone 11 footage and that's it. And that's it. Tour's over now. Finally got my ride in. Had to rush back in because of the weather, but now that the weather stopped, they opened it as soon as I got in my car, so I rushed back in to do it, left all my good camera equipment behind. So here's my iPhone 11. Hope it's working out pretty good. I was gonna buy the photo, but the photo line was way out the door, all the way to the entrance of Rip Ride Rockit, so I'm just gonna avoid that for now. I have an old photo, I can post it. I just wanted to ride it one last time, so I got the last ride in, so thank you for staying this long, and thank you to Universal and Rip Ride Rockit. On to the future.